you and see that we're all, or that you can all hear me okay. So let's get started. And I have you guys muted. And if anyone else joins in, I'll probably mute them too. Sometimes we'll hear like a lawnmower in the background or some a dog or something like that, which is all good. But let's come into child's pose, please. Yeah, so whether this is your first virtual class or 5th, 10th, whatever the case may be, just, yeah, be good with it. Sink in, let this be that first pose for you to just ground. That's what this is intended to do. Maybe even roll your forehead around on the mat and just notice how that feels, kind of stimulating your forehead. Reach your arms long in front of you and sink your hips way back over your heels. Start your Ujjayi breathing. So if you're a Jacksonville person, you know that our beaches are going to be opening up in a limited capacity soon. But right now, bring the sound of the ocean to your breathing. Like, yeah, in through your nose, out through your nose. Even metered breath, powerful breath. Take 2 more. And then come onto your hands and your knees. So make a tabletop shape. Separate your fingers, stack your knees right underneath your hips. And then right away, take the movement that feels good, whether it's hips side to side or you drop through your head, noticing how your neck feels this morning. Maybe it's straight into cats and cows. We have about 5 more breaths here, really just waking up through the spine. 4 more big breaths, maybe moving into those cats and cows now. Warming up the central channel, the spine, the Sushumna Nadi. Beautiful. 1 more big breath. On the exhale, round through your spine, pull your navel in, and then come to that flat spine. Once again, ground into your knuckles, separate your fingers, gaze right in between your thumbs. Find that powerful base, tuck your toes, lift your knees and shins just to a hover. And then just find that center, peel your navel in, hug your outer shins in, peel the front of your rib cage in, send your right foot straight back, toes point down, 2 breaths. Last one, squeeze that glute. And right toes down, left toes up, heel back. 1 more breath. Foot to the mat, downward facing dog. Nice. And separate your fingers, cycle out your feet, hips, knees. Keep your Ujjayi breath strong. Notice how you're feeling and let your head go. Any tension in your neck, let it go. Now peel the front of your rib cage in and down towards your hips. So really finding compression here in your center. On the inhale, roll forward to a high push-up, top of a plank here. Find that alignment, crown to heels, long. Big breath, down dog, press it back. Nice. Roll forward, high push-up to a chaturanga or low push-up. You can always drop your knees, hover, stay here, stay here. Breath in, up dog. Slow breath out, downward facing dog. Roll over your toes. Nice. Full inhale. Full exhale. Walk your hands back to your feet. Ragdoll. Yeah, soften your knees a little bit. Hang here. Give your head a little wiggle, a little shake, yes and no, a big yes. Release your hands and soften through your left knee. Take your left hand in front of that left foot, right arm up. Take the twist. Keep your belly nice and strong, and then squeeze your shoulder blades back and in, creating a bigger twist. Next exhale, float that right hand down, bend through the right knee, and yeah, the left arm lifts up. Every exhale, you twist. Float your hand down to the mat, right into that halfway lift, really long through your spine. Hug your thoracic spine in. And bow down. Halfway lift. Nice, forward fold. And root to rise, Tadasana. Reach up high. Draw your thumbs to the back of the room. Open through your chest. Look up. Hands to your heart center on the exhale. One Om. And let's flow. Reach high. Inhale. And forward bow. Lift halfway. High to low push up. Step it back. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Big breath in. Let it go. And we'll just move just like that. Step or float now to the top of the mat. Lift half. Forward bow. A little deeper now. Tadasana. Reach high. Forward fold. Moving with your breath. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, high to low push up. Step it, float it, whatever you want to do here. Upward facing dog, hips forward, chest open, down dog, chest back. And take 2 breaths here. Just really reset in your down dog. Maybe loosening through your head a little, but strengthening through your belly. Lift your hips up high on the inhale. Look forward, soften your knees. Spring to the top of the mat. Half rise. Forward fold, Tadasana. Now look up. Bow down, look down. Follow that gaze. Look forward, half lift, chaturanga. Shoot back, strong. Beautiful, upward facing dog, downward facing dog, and right away, float it to the top of the mat. Lift half, forward bow. You move through your vinyasa here. You know what to do. Reach up. Fold. Lift half. Chaturanga. Squeeze everything in. Up dog. Downward facing dog. Big inhale. Big exhale. Float to the top of the mat. Half lift. Forward fold, chair pose. Toes touch. Little gap in your heels. Sink low. Yeah, all those little adjustments. And then sink your hips back a little bit more. Squeeze your thigh muscles in, and now squeeze your glutes. Hug those in. Look up. Breathe in. Fold forward. Bend yourself in half. Lift half, chaturanga, dandasana, elbows, peel them in. Up dog, downward facing dog, right foot to right hand, step, warrior one. Beautiful. Square off your hips, chest forward. Set your gaze 2 more breaths, like really powerful here. That sense of determination. Big inhale. Look down and flow it out, chaturanga. Upward facing, downward facing, dog. You're still in that exhale. Step your left foot forward, warrior one. Inhale to lift. Yeah, you just find your alignment. You've been doing this long enough. You can feel exactly what you need more of, what you need less of. 2 more breaths. Big inhale. Flow it out. Upward facing dog. Just ride that breath. Downward facing dog. Big inhale. And wherever you are, a lot of you are outside. Ha. Maybe you're inside and you need a ha too. So we're going to flow through a few more of those sun bees. Look forward, float your feet. Lift halfway. Forward fold, chair pose. Go a little lower. Squeeze in. Fold forward. Halfway rise and float. Up dog. Yeah, down dog. Right side, warrior one. Flow. Yeah, so just your movement with your breath. Up and down. Moving to the left side. Chaturanga. Squeeze your belly muscles in. Up dog, open. Down dog, press it back. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath and rest. Let it go. Float to the top of the mat. Maybe you land so light. Half rise. Forward fold, chair pose. Bow. Lift half. Chaturanga. Inhale. Exhale. Right side, warrior one. Root down to rise up. Look up. Flow it out. Chaturanga. Up dog. Downward facing dog. Left side, last side. Flow it out. Inhale. Exhale. Big breath in, big breath out. Ha. Step your right foot forward, warrior one. Nice. Open it up, warrior two. Now just reset. Notice y'all look really good, but just make sure that your shoulders are set directly over your hips and you're not finding, I always find that forward lunge. So peel that left shoulder back a little bit. Yeah, now sink a little deeper into the lunge. Beautiful. Flip your palm, reverse your warrior, set your gaze up the sky or the ceiling. Extended side angle, elbow to your thigh. Maybe a block is there, maybe the mat. And then a few breaths to pose and repose with your breath. Inhale for all the length. Exhale, peel your left shoulder blade back, left lung open. You have 2 more breaths, that's it. Stay in, not waiting to get out. And now look down to the front of your mat. Plant your left hand on the inside of that right foot and reach your right arm up. So you're in this revolve. Like crescent lunge legs. So we're moving into side plank, and maybe you play here. You're going to be in a side plank on your left hand. So maybe reaching for a big toe to guide that foot around, or just spinning. Whatever you want here in your side plank. Squeeze your muscles into your bones. Maybe your right leg lifts. One more big inhale. Look to your mat. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Breathe in and breathe out. Step your left foot forward. Warrior one. Warrior two. Same thing. Reset. New side, new opportunity. Set your gaze right over your middle finger. Flip your palm. Reverse your warrior. Looking up towards your left fingers. Breathe in. Extended side angle. On the left. So set it up. What did you do on side one? And what is available on this side? Yes. Breathe in. Breathe out. Open up the front of your right lung. Keep drawing your shoulder blades back. Last breath. Exhale. Look down. We're going to take that revolve now. The right hand will come to the inside of the left foot. Everything squares off. Left arm reaches up. Keep your hips nice and even, neutral. Yeah, crescent hips here. An internal rotation of your thighs. And then moving into that side plank, can you find some effortlessness in the transition? Yeah. On your right hand and the knife edge of your right foot. Beautiful. Lift that leg. See lots of lifted legs. Lift it a tiny bit higher. Oh, good. Wild thing is always available. And then flow it out. Chaturanga. Upward facing, downward facing dog. Breathe in. Let it go. Ha. Float to the top of the mat. Lift half. Forward fold, chair pose. Nice, so in your chair pose, squeeze everything in, and then just lift your left leg to a hover. Just get that sense of lifting your left leg, left foot to a hover, and then plant the foot back down. You're back in chair. Hands to heart. Twist to the right, hook your left elbow on the outside of your right thigh. Peel your chest a little closer to your hands now, and then once again, lift that left foot to a hover. Yeah, and just find some ease here, you're strong. And then send that foot back, you're now in a crescent lunge twist. And if it gets a little bit messy, hey, that's life. Then you just begin again. You're back in it. Crescent lunge twist. Maybe you open. We're here 2 more breaths. That's it. Last big breath in. Find your vinyasa. Flow it out. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Breathe in and out. Float to the top of the mat. Right into chair. Yeah, there you go. Notice, I like to stall in chair. Are you trying to stall in chair? Yeah, chair pose, good. Lift your right foot up a little bit. Just get that, there you go. And then press your foot back down into the mat, hands to heart. Twisting to the left now. Your right elbow creates that hook. Peel your chest towards your hands. And then lift your right leg up. Stay nice and neutral, even, everything square, and send it back for your crescent lunge twist. Fire up that right glute a lot. Grow long on the inhale. If you opened on the last side, do it again. Exhale, twist open. Big inhale. Look down, chaturanga, dandasana. Upward facing dog, get open, down dog. Beautiful, breathe in and breathe out. Step walk or float to the top of the mat. Half lift, forward fold, Tadasana, reach up. Bring your hands to your heart center. Just settle here, cleansing breath in. Let it go. We're going to take a standing leg raise variation. You'll be on your left foot. Your right knee will lift just like our normal one, except your left hand will come to that right knee. And then you reach your right arm back. All right, you're just like, it's like a balance in a crescent lunge, essentially. Breathe in for length through your crown, and on the exhale, twist and rotate from the waist up. Set your gaze back if it's possible. If you keep falling out, so what? You just come back in. Draw everything back to center, so nice and slow. Keep that knee lifted, hands high. And then press your heel back, hands back, airplane. Take your time. There's like no rush. Set your gaze at one spot. Press through your heel, grow long through the crown of your head. And then take your half moon. Just spread your arms apart. Stack your right hip on top of your left hip. If it's there for you, set your gaze up high. Maybe even reaching back for that back foot with your top hand. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Ragdoll. Yes, and just maybe pound out your hips here. We didn't get that yet. Reach down now, scoop up your big toes with your peace fingers. And so no matter what showed up for you in balancing, like you're grounding now, your feet are rooted, your upper body is soft. But now start to activate through your arms, lean your hips forward. Yeah, shift that center of gravity forward, elbows out, halfway rise, forward fold. 1 more of those, lift half, and bow. Release your hands, bring your toes back to touch, and reach up high, Tadasana. And then we'll just move to the other side. So right foot planted, nice and rooted, everything zipped up. Right hand to your left knee, toes reach high, and then reach your left hand to the back of the room. Yeah, and just find that deep twist in your upper body. Bring everything back to center, square, hands high. Slide, Dekasana, reach your hands back. Keep your chest lifted just a little higher than your tailbone, but still keep all that length. One more breath. Half moon. Right hand is to the ground, left hand is up to the ceiling, and you find stacking of joints, stacking of bones. Stack your hips, breathe. Stay active in your back heel. 1 more big breath. Rag doll. Awesome. Big inhale. Big exhale. And again, give yourself a little massage if that feels good. Maybe you just need breath. And now step on your hands for gorilla. Bring your toes all the way into your wrist creases. Yeah, just like that. Lean in. Explore this. Halfway rise. Forward fold. Release your hands and then take the arm balance of your choice. So everybody's at different levels, and if you really have a strong handstand practice and that's what you want to do that. Otherwise, crow is usually our starting arm balance here. So if you're working that crow, bring your knees right into your, I like them low, closer to the elbows, but everybody's different. Squeeze everything in. Lift high through your tailbone. Nice, chaturanga. Beautiful, upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Breathe in and breathe out. Ha. Bring your feet together at the back of the mat. Bring your right foot up to the ceiling. Bend your knee. Open up through your hip. Stay here. Flip your dog. Your chest is open. Your back is open. Why not take this big back bend? Yeah, and so for some of you, maybe there's a wheel. Like a rotate of that bottom hand. Beautiful. Right hand up to the ceiling, three-legged dog. Your right leg is up high. Step your right foot forward, warrior two, right into it. Open up. Now flip your palm, reverse your warrior. And as you're reversing that warrior, start to straighten out your front leg. Get really grounded in your feet. Reach really high, open up. And then bring that right hand forward and down, Trikonasana, triangle. Stack your left shoulder on top of your right shoulder. Open up here, but keep everything super engaged in center. For me, I can flare out my ribs really easy in this pose. So just peel them back in together, but then still open. Back to Uddiyana, navel into spine. Last breath. Soften your right knee, rise up, stand up, and dial your right foot in. So you're in a wide-legged fold here, or wide-legged stance. Reach your hands up, straddle, forward, fold, bow down. If you're someone who likes to get upside down, I know there's some upside down folks here. So we have the time to explore that. So maybe it's a tripod headstand. For me, I like classical a little better, but hey, whatever works. Yes, very nice, you guys. And otherwise, just really dial your crown of your head down, even if you're not lifting your feet up, and spread your sitting bones apart. Yes, squeeze your thigh muscles in. If you're upside down or your feet are up to the sky. Yeah, really nice. I see some hopping there. Bring your feet down. Hands to your hips, as slow as you can. It's your slowest inhale to lift you up. Really nice. Point your right foot to the front of the mat. Hop your back foot up halfway. We're moving into pyramid. So I'm going to call just bringing your hands behind your back. Press your hands together. Square off those hips. Reach forward and come on down. So you'll see why this sequence is called grounding. If your hands are behind your back, you really have to root down like earth with your feet. Yeah, and see if you can let your head go a little more, you guys. There you go. Set your gaze back at the back foot, the back knee. Breathe. And now with your hands behind you, take that half lift. Strong belly. Yeah, nice. Bow down. Release your hands. Half lift and then into the twist. Twisting triangle. So left hand finds whatever you have available. Maybe it's just on the ground, and right hand up to the ceiling. Go really long through your spine and then twist and rotate. Big inhale, big exhale. Breathe in, last twist. Breath in, look down, and chaturanga. Move through to your downward facing dog. Feet touch, back of the mat, left leg, lift it up, bend your knee, open up through your hip. Flip your dog. Press your feet down, lift your hips high. Open up. Open up on this beautiful day. There's a lot of sunshine I see in your spaces. Just open up. Heart to the sky. Three-legged dog. Left leg lifts. Take that big step forward. Warrior two on the left. Nice. Flip your palm. Reverse your warrior. And then straighten out that front leg. Get really long here. Reach forward. Come on down. Triangle. Stack your right shoulder right on top of your left shoulder and just reach hand to hand. Big inhale. Twist and open on the exhale. One more breath. Soften that left knee and stand up. So here we're gonna bend through the right knee and hop that up. We're moving right into our pyramid on the left. So if there's a bend in the knee, it's the left one. Square hips, hands behind your back. Hips really stay stationary. And bow. Keep rooting that right foot into the ground. Let your head go. One more breath. Halfway rise. Fold. Halfway lift. Release your hands and move into your twist. Now your right hand, so one of you were there already, but you can come back into it. Right hand down to the ground, left arm, reach it up. And notice if you're taking that right hip out. So yeah, pull that right, yeah, there you go. Pull that right hip up and back. Grow long through your spine, inhale. Exhale. Breathe in, look up on the exhale. Breathe in. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. High push up. Squeeze your thigh muscles in. Activate your glutes, your lower belly. Low push up. To high push up. Notice what's needed here. Low push up. It's just two more. High. Low. High. Down dog. Awesome. Drop onto your knees. Moving into camel. So if you have you almost have access to your heels, you can tuck your toes. It'll make them a little bit closer. Zip up through your thighs. Squeeze your lower belly. Hands behind your back. Press your hips forward. Head's the last thing to go back. So maybe your heels are available. Peel your chest open. Nice, big inhale. Rise on up slow, slow. Sit back on your heels, hands on your thighs, long straight spine. 2 breaths. Really just letting your spine re-neutralize here. Big inhale. Big exhale. 1 more round of camel. So if your heels aren't available, so what? Just keep protecting your lower back. But engage everything. Consider that this is a big heart opener. And go back. Two more breaths. Squeeze your thighs. Feel your upper arm bones way back. Slow to inhale and rise up. Plant your hands in front of you. Downward facing dog. I want you to bring all of your awareness to your spine. Breathe in with the intention of just really nourishing your spine with all of your breath. Let it go. Float through to your seat. Come on to your back. We'll take a few more back bending shapes. Press your feet down, lift your hips high, bridge. Draw your shoulders underneath you. Good, keep your thighs super strong and active, and like you're trying to kick your shins to the front of the mat without moving your feet. That's what you do, press them forward. Big inhale, and lower on down. And then wipe your knees left to right. We have 2 wheels. Wheel is in your practice, or you feel like today is the day. Bring your hands out wide by your ears. Good, strong, strong legs, you guys. Press through your legs, then press through your arms. Yep, up. Big inhale. Big exhale. Lower on, nice and slow. Notice how your lower back is feeling. See if you need to make any adjustments for the second one. And wheel number 2. Root down to rise up. Breathe in. Breathe out. Big inhale. Big exhale. Lower on down. Beautiful, you guys. Come flat onto your back. Bring your feet together. Supta. One hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. Just breathe. Big inhale. Big exhale. Happy baby. Grab the outer edges of your feet or even your peace fingers to your big toes. Maybe swaying side to side or finding stillness. Really tapping into the now, and then you usually just know. Be really present to your body in this moment. You know exactly what's needed. Nice, you guys. Bring your knees into your chest. Hug in. And I think all of you were in wheel. So you really want to curl your forehead up to meet your knees. Squeeze in. And then lift yourself right up into boat. So draw your shoulders back. Slight bend in the knees for this boat. And then keep your legs as they are. And lower your back onto the mat. Bring your hands behind you. Big inhale, squeeze your lower belly in. And on the exhale, lift up. Go back on the inhale. So these are slow. And I want you to really pay attention to your belly here. Inhale, lower, exhale, lift. 2 more of those. Last one. Then lower back down, and as you rise up, a low boat on the exhale. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift, low boat. 3 more. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Now come back, and your back is going to be on the mat, and tap your heels. So you're flat on the mat, and your knees are at a 90-degree angle here. Tap your heels. Yeah, for 5, squeeze your lower belly. 4, 3, zip up your thighs. 2, 1, send your feet straight up. This time it's all lower core. Press, push your tailbone up like 3 inches off the mat for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, you got it, 4, squeeze your thighs and your lower belly. 2, 1, I think I missed one. 1 more, and right into bicycle twist. Bring your hands behind your head and pulse from side to side. Press that opposite foot through mud. Yeah, really getting into the obliques now. Notice what's happening with your head, and if you need to squeeze your belly in more to take the pressure out of your neck. For 10, press. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower down onto your back. Good job, you guys. Stretch your legs out long. Let it feel good. Hug your knees back in. Drop them over to the left. I saw some of you naturally want to go into a twist, and I think it does feel good here. Drop your knees one direction and your chin the other. And then just switch sides. Inevitably, we get into core, and we're going to strain our neck a little if we're not working all core, and it's just the way that it is. So just feel that nice stretch. Breathe into your neck and your throat. Come back to center. Hug your knees back in, and take a few rocks and rolls back to front. If this ever doesn't feel good on your back, then skip it. And plant your hands, shoot your feet back, chaturanga. Up dog, down dog. Big inhale. Let it go. Bring your hands a little bit closer together at the top of the mat. You know where we're going when we cue that, right? Step your right foot forward for lizard. So keeping that right knee like connected to your right arm, your back leg super fired up. Stay here for a few breaths, maybe playing with coming onto your elbows. And then when you're ready, lowering, if it's not already, and if it is, cool, lower that back leg down, dial your right knee out. So we get some time to explore our lizard here. Breathe. Notice how your body's feeling in this moment, how your right hip is feeling, your left hip flexor. How do you feel in your mind right now? How do you feel in your body right now? How do you feel in your heart right now? Yeah, and I see Chris taking her right arm back. If you all would like to do that and scoop up that back foot, it's always an option. Moving into this twist, a little back bend even. Few more breaths. Your fullest expression here in your lizard. Now bring everything back to center. Bring everything back to center. Walk your right foot back to the center of the mat. So you know it's nice and even and neutral. Dig your right heel into the mat. Sink your hips back for your half split or your half monkey. So really dialing the crown of your head towards your right toes. Deep hamstring stretch. And if you're working splits, this is a really great place to play with that, explore that. You can just slide that right foot forward and move into your splits. You have about 3 breaths to go. Lean in. Nice. Now hinge everything forward. Plant your hands, step your feet back, downward facing dog. If you want to roll through a vinyasa, of course, that feels right for you. And the left side. Left hands come a little bit closer together. Step your left foot to the outside of that left hand. And keep your back leg lifted and engaged, especially if you did on side 1. For a few breaths here. Noticing the differences between side 1 and side 2. Maybe the forearms, yes. Breathe. Man, that breath is what can get us through a lot of struggle. Physical struggle, mental struggle, emotional. That will show up in the hips. That will certainly show up in our lives off the mat. But breath is always there. It's just this effortless tool with us, no matter what. Drop that back leg down if you didn't already. Nice, knee falls away. Taking whatever versions or variations feel good here. A few more breaths. Nice, you guys. Release that back foot if you have it. And walk that left foot back to center. Nice and square hips. Peel your hips back. Send your chest forward, toes up, lean in. Breathe into that left hamstring. The full split is available. You always have that option. Even if it's not, or you think it's not, maybe it's the day to give it a try. And just settle with whatever choice that you made and breathe for these last 3 breaths. Find your edge. A place, right, where it's like challenging. There's challenge in your edge. And yet you breathe through with like that, that sense of commitment and contentment. Man, if we could just have all of that and translate it off the mat, things would be good. And we can. Lean forward. Plant your hands, downward facing dog. Slide through to your seats. Point your toes forward. And then point your toes up. Remove any flesh from underneath your seat. Reach your hands up for our seated forward fold. Inhale. Hinge, hinge, hinge. Hips. Exhale. Reach for your toes if they're there. Half lift. And bow. 2 more breaths here. Exhale. Big breath in. Big breath out. Inhale up to your seat. Come on to your back. Fish. Pop onto your forearms. And you might have a block where you are. I'm not sure. I can't tell for some of you. And press your chest open. Let your head go back. So really awesome stretch in the front of the arms, opening through the chest, the heart, the throat. Come onto your back. Nice and easy. So give yourself a moment here. And then send your feet up however you want, your inversion. Shoulder stand. Maybe you want a classical headstand. Or just sending your feet up, tailbone on a cushion that might be nearby. And if you're in shoulder stand, once you create that posture and you create all that stacking, and try not to move your head and really lift through your feet. Beautiful, you guys. If you are in the shoulder stand, take your toes back to plow. Plow to deaf man's, that really, really deep forward fold. Deaf man's back to plow. Plow, roll down slowly, one vertebrae at a time. And then pop back into fish for just like a breath or two. Just notice that. It's like, you had everything compressed and now it's like fresh oxygenated blood back into that throat, heart, lungs. And then come flat onto your back. If you want a final hug in, go for it. Honestly, for the next couple of breaths, if there's something that you need that I didn't offer, whether you need that twist, this is getting to conclusion here. Maybe another happy baby, yeah. And then extend your legs long on your mat. And just let them fall apart. Draw your shoulders underneath your back. Take a nice, slow, deep breath in. And let it go. If there's anything left in you that you can pinpoint that you just are ready to release, but it's still there, take a deep breath in and let it go. Shavasana. You've earned it, you deserve it, and just enjoy. Take a deep breath in and let it go. And just really notice how you feel in this moment, whether you're outside or inside the comfort of your home. And the shifts that you're able to create in your body through just a little movement and just a little breath. And stretch out. Turn onto your right hand side, curl into self, fetal pose. And my favorite expression at the end of the practice, really our fresh start, our new beginning, just a clean slate. We deserve it, we need it. And press yourself up onto your seat. Feel that sense of rootedness, sitting bones to the earth, crown of your head high to the sky, palms together and into your heart center. Our mountain seat. We'll seal our practice with one Om together. Breathe in. Thumb knuckles to your forehead center. It was my honor to have you practice today. Let's bow together. Namaste. Yay, you guys. Don't leave yet. I want to turn on the mics while I read the just two things that I'd like to tell you about tomorrow. You guys have probably seen emails about it, but Eddie Suero, who is just an amazing teacher in our community, he doesn't live here anymore, but he's going to be doing a really awesome virtual workshop tomorrow. It's perspective and power. So it's 2 hours. It's a minimum suggested donation of $10. He's really fabulous. If you haven't had a chance to experience him, I highly suggest it. It does talk about maybe bringing pen and paper and writing some things out, getting some things out. And I really I love his teaching. I love his way of being. I'd love for you to experience it if you get a chance. I'm so glad you guys were here. Also, Amber's starting virtual free kids yoga every Wednesday. So if you have kids at home that are going stir crazy, 3 to 3:30 with Amber for virtual kids yoga. And really, there's other announcements, but I just wanted to get those two. And thank you guys so very much for being here. I was like trying to flip through to see everybody. But I hope you have a wonderful day. If you live near the beaches, you get onto the beach tonight at 5, get a little walk. Yes. And thank you guys so much. Have an awesome, awesome Friday and weekend.
Thank you. You were lovely.
Welcome. Thanks. Good to see you guys.
Good to see you too.
Bye.